Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, constable severely injured in St. James hit and run, police seeking driver. Police in St. James are searching for the driver of a white Toyota Probox motorcar involved in a hit-and-run incident that left a policeman critically injured. The incident occurred sometime after 3 p.m. on Friday, when the constable assigned to the Granville police station in St. James was struck by the vehicle while on duty in the Granville area. The constable was thrown over a nearby precipice, suffering multiple injuries, head of the St. James Police, Superintendent Aaron Samuels says. He says that the driver fled the scene immediately after the collision. The police constable was rushed to hospital where he is currently receiving treatment. He remains unresponsive, with doctors ordering further tests to assess his condition. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is appealing to anyone with information on the whereabouts of the vehicle or driver involved in the incident to come forward and assist in the investigation. Police search for suspects behind the deadly shooting at Mandeville Market. The police have released the names of the 2 victims killed in Friday morning's deadly attack in Mandeville, Manchester. A total of 7 people were shot in the incident, which occurred sometime after 10 o'clock at the entrance of the Mandeville Market. The deceased have been identified as 30-year-old Melissa Merchant, a practical nurse of Warwick District, and Andre Bradford, otherwise called the Prince Boy, a resident of Royal Flat District. The other victims have been hospitalized. Investigators reported that Mr. Bradford was the target of the gunmen and that the other victims were struck by stray bullets while he was being chased. The shooting occurred amid a peace march organized by Albion Primary School to decry the recent spate of crime and violence in the parish. Investigators have launched a manhunt for 2 suspects in connection with the attack. Mayor of Mandeville, Donovan Mitchell, has condemned the attack. Mayor Mitchell, who visited the victims at hospital, told the news that he was part of the peace march when he heard about the shooting. He revealed that 2 of the wounded were treated and sent home, 2 have been sent for diagnostic tests, while 1 remains hospitalized. Mayor Mitchell urged eyewitnesses to assist the police in finding the perpetrators.
My subsequent visit is that the shooting took place at the entrance of the market to the southern side. 7 persons got shot, 2 fatally. As I speak now, I am at the hospital. I went to visit to speak to the doctors. Actually, 2 are seen and sent home. 2 are now gone to do some diagnostic tests, and 1 is now still here doing some. The doctors are looking after him. So it is a sad day, because while we were on the other side of town speaking peace, something else was happening in the town of Mandeville. Things are not so bad in terms of the clear-up rate, because I was advised that about 82% of the shootings have been cleared up. But it is hard for the police to be everywhere. Just to say to the police, whatever you know, speak, because the next person might be you, because the young lady was just in the market doing her own business. One of the gentlemen was across the road in a syrup shop buying something else, and so it could have been any one of us.
Taxi operator gets over 16 years for rape and abduction of teen passenger. St. Catherine-based taxi operator Christoph Vernon, who was found guilty of abduction and rape, has been sentenced to 16 years and 9 months imprisonment. Vernon was sentenced by Justice Bertram Morrison in the St. Catherine Circuit Court on Friday. Justice Morrison told the defense that the accused was tried and found guilty by a jury of his peers, and therefore he earned no reduction in his sentence. The court heard evidence that in 2017, Vernon picked up the then 15-year-old complainant in his taxi. He later diverted from the route and raped the teenager. The matter was reported to the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse. An investigation was launched, which led to Vernon's arrest and charge. He made numerous court appearances until he was tried and found guilty of the offenses last year, October. Former JLP councillor Leroy Lizzie Mitchell has died. Former long-standing councillor For the Walderston division in northeast Manchester, the Jamaica Labour Party's Leroy Lizzie Mitchell has died. Mitchell passed away on Thursday in hospital. On Friday, the JLP took to its official page on X, formerly Twitter, where it shared the news. May his family, friends, and colleagues be comforted in this time, the governing party said. We are tremendously grateful for Mr. Mitchell's contribution. Rest well, Lizzie, the JLP stated. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, in a statement, said Mitchell distinguished himself over many years as a champion of the people. He described Mitchell as a selfless, dignified, and diligent servant of the people who was also a devoted humanitarian and a formidable political organizer. Mitchell was defeated by the People's National Party's David Knight by 186 votes in February's local government elections. Walderston is one of 3 divisions in the northeast Manchester constituency. The JLP's Audley Shaw has been the Member of Parliament for the constituency since 1993. Following this year's municipal polls, the JLP has control of 1 parochial division to the PNP's 2. Vendors weep after blaze. Firefighter says nearby taps were dry. Coal seller Victoria Telfa was among several vendors who wept openly on Friday as they tallied their losses from an early morning fire at Lucy Market that gutted 22 shops, damaged 6 others, and left a firefighter injured. The first responders sought medical care for injuries suffered from an electrical shock. Everything burned up, said a tearful Telfa, who received the word of the fire shortly after 4 a.m. The damage it left behind has hit her hard. She compared the emotional toll to the death of a relative. "Me I tell you, me feel it like say my family me lost. Me feel it," she said as she cried. She told the news that the bishop of her church also lost his shop in the blaze. The elderly woman said she simply cannot afford to start over. "Me no have a cent for go buy nothing. Only $550 me earned yesterday," said Telfa. Unlike her, cook shop operator Karen Kelly has been doing brisk business, so her shop was well stocked in preparation for the usual high demand on a Friday, but it all went up in smoke. "I lose everything. Yesterday me do 1 big shopping for the shop. You know when you stock up your shop for Friday for make money?" Kelly explained. She has no idea what her next move will be or how she will pay her bills. "Me no know what me I go do now. What me fi turn to? What me I go do? Me have my partner for pay. Me have my bills for pay. What me I go do? Me feel it to my heart," said the distraught woman. As Kelly wept bitterly, one of her employees, Beverly Anderson, tried to console her. She told the news that the financial blow must be significant because her boss's 3 refrigerators are always well stocked and she also had a music box inside. She said they usually do brisk business in supplying breakfast to many in Lucy. "When me see this happen, me tell you the God truth, me feel it. And me feel it for other vendors too, because everybody lose," said Anderson. Lucy Fire Station, which is located a shorter distance away, was alerted to the blaze at 3:51 a.m. 2 fire units responded with additional support from the Montego Bay and the Negril fire stations. The fire was brought under control within about 45 minutes. However, shop operators complained that a lack of water in the area, described as a common occurrence, made an already bad situation worse. Second in command for the Hanover Division of Jamaica Fire Brigade, Assistant Superintendent Tamara Snow, told the news there was no water in the town at the time of the blaze. She said fire trucks had to travel 16 kilometers or 10 miles to refill their water tanks. It significantly hampered their operations because we had to leave and go all the way to Green Island for the replenishing of the unit. In that interim of 30 minutes, the fire escalated and exacerbated the situation, explained the firefighter. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.